Hello everyone, this is Pixelated Apollo, and this is a Medieval 2 Total War battle replay of a 2 vs 2 siege, and I am playing as Portugal. Portugal. Let's go ahead and look at my army. All you're missing out on is just this cannon firing at the castle walls. The rules were no guns and max one artillery per team. That's about it. They had 20k and we had 25k because they were defending. We needed more money or whatever. Let's go ahead and look at what I have here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of dismounted conquistadors fully upgraded, and then I have 1, 2 wait, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. Of course, I can't go into a siege without feudal knights. And then I have this 1 unit of dismounted Portuguese knights. I had an odd amount of money left, and I just bought this random unit. They are good though. So, and then I have 4 units of Pavis crossbowmen. I think everyone's.
By the blessed saints, our enemy's gates are down.
I think everyone. Everyone is fully upgraded except for the dismounted Portuguese knights, I think. Let's go ahead and look at my teammate. My teammate is playing as Spain. We are both armies with dismounted conquistadors. All right. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of dismounted conquistadors, and he's got some dismounted feudal knights, dismounted heavy knights here, feudal knights, lots of feudal knights, javelin men, Pavis crossbowmen, about 3 units of them. Then he's got a unit of this artillery and his general's bodyguard with his general in it. So that's about his army. He brought a decent army. I'm very happy with this army, full of infantry. No, nothing goofy, nothing crazy. All right, so let's look at our opponents here. There's two players defending. He's playing as Venice. He's got a lot of pikes, pike militia, and Venetian heavy infantry. Lots of pikes, and he's got some dismounted feudal knights. I don't know the exact number, but just know it's a lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 units of. It looks like a combination of Venetian heavy infantry and pike units. Anyways, he's got some Pavis crossbowmen up here. He's got just 1 unit, or is that 2 units? I'm pretty sure this is 2 units of Pavis crossbowmen, and and he's got some more Pavis crossbowmen with some peasants, more feudal knights. I'm just doing a quick run through because I know going over units can be kind of boring. He's got 2 units here of dismounted broken lances. He's got his Swiss Guard, a very good elite unit, late period unit. He's got some dismounted broken lances. He's got some Pavis crossbowmen. He's got some crossbowmen up here. And then he has a lot of units in reserve back here. He's got some more Swiss Guard, a ton of dismounted men-at-arms, feudal knights. So that's their army. Everyone brought decent armies, you know, challenging, tough, fighting armies. Occasionally you get that one player that's like, what are you doing? Like, what kind of army is that, you know?
To slay our ungodly foe.
The only thing I don't like what Spain brought is the javelin men, because they're just kind of pointless, you know. I don't know how well they can pierce through the heavy infantry's army. They're great for taking out like light armored units, but I don't know. Javelin men, you don't see them too often in online battles, just because it's not like Rome. Javelin men in Rome are great, but. So right now we're just taking out walls. My teammate here took out a little section of the wall. I took out the gate. And I took out this section. Got a couple kills here. And I'm taking out this section. I thought that was good enough. I got 3 entries here. You want to make as many entries as you can, but you also want to use the siege equipment. It can also help you get an advantage over the opponent, the enemy. Papal States. Oh, I got another chunk of men there. Did you see that? That was awesome. Yeah, usually when I'm defending, I never put my troops on the walls unless I'm trying to like distract him and force him to attack that part of the wall. Because usually people like to attack the walls where your troops are at, and if you want, if you want him to attack a certain part of the wall that you think is easy to defend, usually I'll put units up there for them to attack it. But just make sure you pay attention. If you have units up here, make sure you watch them until they get all the way down, because they will stop for some reason. So you just gotta you gotta make sure they get down to the ground level. So if we wanted to win this battle, me and my teammate here, we had to attack at the same time, because people make the biggest mistake people make when attacking is they attack at different times. And if I attacked way before my teammate, this guy can send troops over to help him. They would completely destroy my attacking force, and then they can all run back and concentrate against this army. So attacking at the same time is very crucial in taking a siege. So make sure you get that well planned out with your teammate. Make sure you have good communication and be like, hey, let's attack at the same time. So right now I'm just taking out, with the rest of my artillery ammo, I'm taking out these towers. I want to take away as much damage as I can. They are just level 1 defense, so it wasn't that big of a priority. But I split my army up in 2. I'm going to have one wave to focus on taking this side of the wall, and then one wave taking this side. My goal was to rush a decent amount of footmen, of infantry, through these gaps, and then have a couple come up the walls, and have all my archers use ladders up these walls and fire down on the enemy. I might fast forward here because it does get a bit slow. Just know that we're taking out walls, and I will slow it down once the good stuff comes. Alright, so let's look at my army here. So I'm just getting ready. Getting ready. So I took out another tower there. At this point I was ready to go. I was like, alright, let's go, let's attack. And I told my teammate, hey, let's go. Like, there's no reason to be waiting around. And even the defenders were getting impatient at this point. They're like, hey, you guys better attack soon or we're gonna leave. And I was like, oh, I need this gameplay. Don't leave. So I was like, alright, let's attack. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Okay, so as you can notice, I am moving up my my archers with their siege equipment, and I'm gonna take this wall. I'm hoping he doesn't send any troops up here, and I'm gonna send my archers up here to fire down on the enemy. And then I have most of my conquistadors on this wing. I have one unit of dismounted Portuguese knights, and I've got them in loose formation. But my teammate said, wait, don't attack yet. So I had to retreat back out of range of his archers. But this wing is ready to go. See, my army over here is quite bigger on this left wing because he has more defense over on this side. Of course I'm not going to go through the middle because look at this. I am not running through this. Alright, so let's go look at what my teammate is doing. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's got one cannon. What happened over here? They must have killed his men. I think he's taking out towers. He's got 2 ways of entry, but they're very close. It's pretty easy to defend this. He should have tried to spread out the gaps, maybe put a hole here or a hole here to make it a little bit harder to defend, but he's gonna have a tough time. I mean, look at all these pikes. Pikemen are scary in sieges.
Our men are under attack.
Okay.
We must act now.
Let's see what's going on. Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward again. Yeah, see how I retreat? Because I'm waiting for my teammate because he wasn't ready. And over, I'm like, you ready? You ready? You ready? And he's like, I'll tell you when I'm ready. I'm like, oh. No. People can get a little bit too patient with these games. And I know not everybody has all the time in the world. Alright, so it looks like I'm finally beginning the siege. It's officially happening. The war drums are playing and my troops are marching. And, I still have a good healthy number. I lost like 5 or 6 men from those barrages. A little bit more actually, more like 20. Wow, I lost a lot of troops there. But conquistadors are probably the best infantry in the game. Very late period. You get them upgraded, they just slaughter through defenses. So Spain and Portugal are really good armies for attacking because it's just so hard to defend against those conquistadors. And then I've got 2 units of my dismounted feudal knights. They're gonna go kind of towards the middle, but I'm mostly using that as a distraction to keep men in the middle to defend. But now I'm retreating. Oh, I retreat here because I didn't want to beat this siege equipment to the walls
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Before my troops got there. I got my archers firing down at the enemy here. He was forming up, but that's why I retreated too. Is he was forming up and I retreated to make it look like I wasn't going to go in, and then I fired my archers at his Swiss Guard that were making that V shape, you know, that really good defense shape. It looks like his teammate was coming over to help, but finally he decides to rush in, thankfully. So perfect, we're attacking at the same time. And I see that he's not paying attention over here until just now. So I rush in my infantry. Because if you can break through, see his men are going way too slow, look at this. I'm just slaughtering. If you don't get your pikemen set up, they will get slaughtered. He's got a lot of infantry on these walls too. But this is perfect. I kind of like put my foot in the door, you know, I kept it from closing, so I've got easy entry into this little gap here. And I rush in these troops. Wow, we just killed the general, that's awesome. I didn't even realize that. His general is in that unit, that's awesome. I noticed that he's not paying attention over here either. So I'm gonna rush in with these troops.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Okay, rush in slowly.
By
my
the grace
siege.
of God, our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy has nowhere to hide now.
Okay, this siege equipment sadly caught on fire.
Our siege towers have
Come
been
on, sir.
destroyed. Now we must. Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Alright, so here comes my army. I rush them in. Not a great positioning because they've got me surrounded here, but all they have to do is hold because I know this wing is gonna win. So now I'm pushing men through. That's usually what you want to do with pikes, is just push them through, push, push, push. And I use these archers to fire over the wall at the enemy. So here comes more. These are the troops I was going to use for the center, to rush in the center here, but I decided to send them this way, and I'm going to send them up these walls because I do have some archers on their way, and they're no match against these dismounted broken lances. And I also have a ladder with feudal knights going up there. So let's go look at my teammates' battle here. Ooh, we got a mess. So it looks like he's having heavy defenses.
forces! Our enemy has command of the castle!
Oh, we have a...
Our men are under attack!
Come on,
We
sir.
must act now!
Sir, we've got a pretty bloody fight over here. He's rushing in his general here. He has a good hold, though, over on this left wing right here. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I am pushing through their left defense here. I got some conquistadors to go up on this wall to help my teammate out, or help my archers that are coming up out. My goal here was to take this wall and help my teammate out, because he does. I want to take out these archers. These archers are really good, Venetian
Our
archers.
men are under attack! We need to act!
That guy is so annoying. But I pretty much destroyed all of their defenses here. And my army is holding very well over here. Look at this. I just took out like all their pikemen. You gotta make sure you position them really well. If you don't, then they'll just get wiped out. In fact, I don't even think this wing needs support. Like, I think they're gonna defeat this defending army. And then over here, he's trying to defend his flank. He notices that he's losing on this side. I sent up a unit of dismounted feudal knights to attack these archers up here. I don't want those pesky little archers to fire down at me. So, I see that my teammate is having a really tough time. He's got a lot of Venetians to fight. Look at this guy, he's fighting to the death. What a brave soul. Okay, so I send a unit of feudal knights to take out these archers. I just hate archers. I loved killing them, so let's watch this. But these archers are really good at hand-to-hand, so they will hold their own. Still fighting this unit of broken lances, but we will win. We have more numbers. And I flanked.
Beware! The opportunity for us to regain. Our men are under attack! We must act now!
Okay, so he did not defend me too well. I still have a very healthy army, and I was feeling pretty confident at this point. I still had a good healthy number of troops. I easily cut down through their defenses. The game bugged out actually right here. I tried to take out these archers, but my men,
Our men are under
look at
attack!
this.
We need to act!
I tell them to go up there and attack them, and they're like, okay, and then they stop instantly, and we just stand there. So these men got to live, because I could not go up there at all. But I have my archers firing down on them.
Give grace to God! We have captured the enemy's walls!
God, this guy is so annoying. What the heck? I'm just taking out some archers right here. Looks peasant crossbowmen. This unit of broken lances is almost dead. And so tragic, but he notices that I'm flanking with my feudal knights after his archers. So I'm pretty sure that was the Venetian general, so that's really good. But he flanks my feudal knights and instantly routs them, which is tragic. I tried to help my teammate out, but
Only half the enemy force remains.
my teammate's doing a great job of keeping the Venetians busy, because Venice was way too busy to fight Spain to come over and help his teammate. So I knew at this point I needed to
Our
move.
men are under attack! We must act now!
This guy. At this point I knew I needed to move and go for the town center. I saw that he still had a lot of healthy units of feudal knights, and these men weren't really healthy. These are all like routed units. And scary peasants, they are very scary. He also had some Swiss Guard that I had to cut through. But what I decided to do is rush up my archers. And the best thing to do, is when someone's sitting in an alleyway like this, and you know it's going to be a pain in the ass to cut through.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
You just send up some archers to stand there, and just mow them down. So here's Venice and Spain. It's actually pretty even. It's just tragic that he has all these archers, and Spain didn't do anything about it. He just let the archers. Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. Spain is sending some Pavi's crossbowmen. Dude.
We need to act.
Oh my god. He's sending some Pavi's crossbowmen to take out these Venetian Pavi crossbowmen. It's a really close battle. So here comes my archers. Watch this. It's like a machine gun just firing down these standing troops.
Our men are under attack. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So it was looking pretty good for us. My teammate did his job. Even if he loses his army at this point, he has taken out a lot of Venice. Like, this is all that's left with Venice and archers. So that's awesome. Well done. Well done, Frederick Smith. Keep saying a lot. Don't know what to say. I have some. I think I was gonna try to send some feudal knights over to help my teammate out. Oh, actually I did, right here. I'm not even paying attention. I sent some feudal knights to go after, to help my teammate surround the Venice and Papal State troops. And look, they broke, which is fantastic. Fantastic. He has a ton of archers. That's how Venice won. It's just their archer location here, just how they fired down on Spain. I think if Spain focused the archers a bit more, they would have won that battle. But as you can see here, I just did it again. I said and I just did it again. Okay. The Papal State Swiss Guard has retreated, but I've destroyed them with the archers here.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
And now I'm going to split my army up in two again. I'm sending a good amount of my infantry to go down the middle here, and I'm sending another good amount to go this way. Though I am heavily outnumbered here, or it's about even, but I think I'm slightly outnumbered. I have dismounted conquistadors, and feudal knights are no match to the dismounted conquistadors. Especially upgraded conquistadors. So here comes my middle attacking force, and then I'm rushing up my archers as well. I just have to ignore these archers, even though they're killing my troops. I can't do anything about it.
Our general lies dead, slain by the enemy.
Alright.
We must help his men avenge him, lest they lose a heart.
On that note, let's go ahead and look at what happened here. It looks like they routed my infantry here. But well done to Spain. It was a bloody battle on this side. Look at all the dead troops.
Half of our men.
So good game of Venice and Spain. They pretty much took each other out. He does have a lot of archers, but I'm not afraid of tired, exhausted archers. I got a random unit of archers firing down at Venice. Here I have some feudal knights that's sent up after these Venetian archers. I think I'm just kind of distracting them as I attack through the middle here. Look at this. It's down to such few men. And now I set up my archers. I told a unit of archers to come up here, but it was kind of pointless because by the time they got up on the wall, the enemy was routing. Like, these men are just enjoying the view. They're like, I know there's a battle going on behind us, but this is just beautiful. And I finally rout this enemy troops over here on this left side. And then in the middle is a bit tougher fight. I even have some archers in there. I think they ran out of ammo. Some Pavis crossbowmen, which are pretty decent in hand-to-hand for archers, that is. So now I send a couple units to flank behind this defending mass of troops, trying to get them to rout, which is what I do, chain rout. So my goal here was that I was gonna stay away from Venice and just go straight for the town square and just hold it and take it out through, you know, when you hold it for like 2 minutes, I think, or maybe it's more, I don't remember the exact time, but if you hold it for a long enough time, you win. And I knew if I went after these archers, it would be a pain in the ass because the walls are all buggy and archers would just sit here and fire down on my troops. So it was like, alright, I'll just go for the town center and let the archers come to me. But I'm easily pushing through. My troops are pretty tired, but actually they're just warmed up. Look at them. Look at them go. The Papal States is pretty low on troops. Their army is pretty much wiped out. This is pretty much the heart of their army right here. Venice is trying to flank with his archers behind this unit, so I send a unit to discourage their charge here.
My lord! Our men are in command of the castle!
Yay, king of the castle. So as you can tell by looking at my flags here, I pretty much have the advantage on the opponent. Venice still has a good bit of archers coming, so he's got a lot of units, but they're just too late. Too late. So at this point, I was just like, alright, we pretty much took out the enemy in the town center, so let's just form a wall and defend the town center. And that was pretty much my strategy, and all I could hope for was to hold out against these archers. This Venetian archers.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
This guy. Here I lined up my troops. I've got a look at this unit of conquistadors. They are a healthy unit here. They are getting hit by archers though, but it doesn't really matter because, as you can see, there's only a minute and 20 seconds left. And if he's just gonna sit there and shoot at me, go for it.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
He doesn't have nearly enough ammo to take me out. In fact, I probably had enough infantry at this point to rush over there and just fight him, because it is just archers and they suck at melee compared to my conquistadors. Here's a good fight. Brave Venetian archers trying to defend their castle. Yay. And the men cheer.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Here comes those archers that were stuck on the wall. Those Papal States archers that I could not attack. Here's their last hope. And I send 2 little forces to defend against these units here.
Fate has been kind to us and delivered us victory. It could easily have been us out there, slain and defeated on the field.
And that's it. They ran out of time, and I held the castle for 2 minutes or whatever. I forgot the time. But good game to my teammate Frederick Smith. Good game to my opponents there. Venice and Spain both did really well. I did pretty well there. I got 1,004 kills. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's finally a siege is up, and I hope to do more siege battles soon. See you next time.